Welcome to Dateline Schools, a presentation of the St. Clair County Regional Educational Service Agency with your host, Terry Harrington.
All this week on Dateline Schools, we're visiting Capac Middle School and learning why they're among the top performing schools that make up the Blue Water Area Conference. And tell us all about it, my special guest is Principal Matt Drake. And Matt, can you kind of explain what are the schools that do make up the Blue Water Area Conference?
We have, I'll say 3.5 schools in St. Clair County that are in the BWAC. We have Algonac, Capac, Yale, and Croslex. They're the half because they're right on the fringe. We also have 4 other area schools, Armada, Almont, Imlay City, and Richmond, and those are the 8 schools that make up the BWAC.
Okay. Now, a lot of times when we think of the BWAC or the MAC or some of these other conferences and that, we think of athletics, but that's really more than that, isn't it?
Sure. The BWAC has competition, not just athletically, but we have band competitions, we have vocal competitions. We also have academic competitions between the schools. It's another very congruent group of schools that put together that have similar populations, similar locations, and we compete in all of those arenas.
Do you get together too with your principals? Because obviously, like you said, you're the same size approximately in that and have a lot of same issues where you kind of brainstorm and how did you do this, and you help each other a little bit?
We meet as countywide principals, so I see half of those building principals, and we have healthy competition with all of our sports and with our academics, and we work together on different projects and activities to pick each other's brains and try and come up with what's working for you guys. Would that work for us? How'd you implement it?
Okay. How much of a morale booster was it when you went through and found out that you were the top performing out of all the BWAC schools for your staff and for your students?
It was very exciting. Any time we always hope to be in the top 3. I guess that's our goal that we put out there. Whether that's MEP scores, whether it's the top to bottom list, we always want to be competitive, and we'd like to be up near the top of that competitive level. So it was pretty cool to be number 1. Every year is a new year, so maybe next year the story will be different. But we're glad for this year that we were the highest in the BWAC on the top to bottom list.
And where were you the year before?
We've done pretty well. I don't think we've been first before, so I'm not sure I've broken it down in that manner either. There seems to be so much competition for kids, especially out here in our area. We have neighbors that advertise in our local newspapers, and so I've started doing more digging, not just on us, but on them to see, well, are they outperforming us? They say they are in the newspaper, but a lot of times, almost every time, with our one neighbor to the south, I find we're outperforming them in every single area, at every single grade level. They're just out there marketing more than us, and so we're trying to get the word out that the fact of the matter is that our student achievement is pretty good at Capac Middle School.
We'll be back with more tomorrow. For Dateline Schools, I'm Terry Harrington.